Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Uncorks it. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Keeps the legs moving. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Vols looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the...
Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take another shot here. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Going to try to get it himself. And it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Prince. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. Looking left. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers had this offense rolling. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, Georgia 3.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Goes to the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks of Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you...
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown, Georgia, number 14.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Georgia 9.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's right on target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Jackson gonna throw it. The quick out. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw it again. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Vols want to move quickly. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Coming after it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
Touchdown, Georgia. Number 82 with the catch in the end zone.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. He's looking to pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw it. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. They're working that left side. They get him down after he makes the catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The snap sets up to throw. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
Jackson will throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go to the draw. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The quarterback checking the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. But if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We still got a lot of football to go, guys.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football.
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. And they'll try to tack on 2. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Snap it to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Knocked down for the tackle.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse.
Touchdown ball! And the beatdown has ensued.
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Second down.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
With the score, Tennessee.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
21.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback keeper. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Quarterback will keep it. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. The offense starts with a short field. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 5, Halsey in the end zone.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He wants to throw it. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14.
And makes the score, Tennessee.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Wide receiver shows motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right back to the well. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Handoff from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got the tight end. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the coordinator.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On second down, he'll fire. Right down the middle. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw it again. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Georgia going up tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
On target over the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, we're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
At this point in the game, in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal